What's up YouTube, NCG here, bringing you the introduction, the age of a new era, and that is the starter deck for Link Strike. So this is the introduction of our Link summoning monsters, and the first time we're going to see Link monsters in the introduction of a Cyberverse kind of art type. So without further ado, I'm going to crack straight into this box, and we're going to usher in a new age. So it's your standard deck box, not much has changed. Obviously, you open it up, you get your Link deck, you get your mat, and you get the rule book. Now, obviously, because it's the start of a new age, the rule book will be slightly different. It will just be giving you the standard stuff that you already know about, like what monster cards are, the normal summons, sets, defensive, and all of this stuff like that. And then I'm hoping, I would like to logically think, tap position, defense position, flip summons, how to play traps, spells and traps. Keep on going. Where's that Link moment? The game mat, they talk about the new Link zone. So number 7 is the extra monster zone. And then obviously you've got your new pendulum zones along there. There we go. And here's your brand new section on page 19. Link monsters and how to Link summon. Link monster bonuses, and then more about Link monsters. So that's it for the main kind of beginner's guide. Now let's have a look at the Link mat that they provided us with for the starters. Now obviously it's kind of gone back to the old original ways of 2 lines of 7, and then we have our 2 new extra monster zones right up there. So not a lot. Zoom it out as best we can to kind of see. Extra decks down here in the bottom left, and you've got your spell and trap zone as well as your pendulum zones, and then you've got your monster zones. You've got your field spell zone, you've got your graveyard over here, you've got your main deck over there, and then you've got your 2 new Link zones right up there. So it was quite nice to get that, just for those of you that aren't as familiar with Links yet, to kind of know where to put them. Because let's not forget, with Links coming in, positioning of your monsters is imperatively important now. Anyway, let's crack straight into the deck, and we'll kind of, obviously we should already know what we're getting, but let's see what the rarities are. We'll talk you through some of the new effects, and straight off the way, as we can see, they're continuing to keep the rarity of the holified stars and attributes, which is quite nice. So let's zoom in, and we start off with Link Slayer, which is quite nice. He's like he's the first Cyberverse monster, 2k attack, and he's kind of like your Cyber Dragon, but with a Twin Twister effect. So, basically, if you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can discard up to 2 cards, then target that many spell and trap cards on the field and destroy them. So he's quite a nice little Cyber Dragon, and then a double pop, which is quite nice. And then our first Link monster, which actually, to be fair, looks pretty cool. So you've got the holographic Link markers, ultra rare Decode Talker. It actually looks really, really nice. So for now, people will be using Decode Talker. He's 2 or more effect monsters, so you have to match the Link 3. He gains 500 attack for each monster that for each monster it points to. So each monster that's in the red markers, it gains 500, so you can gain an extra 1500. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card or cards you control, you contribute 1 monster this card points to, negate the activation if you do destroy that card. So he's quite a nice negator. Then we move on to Ram Clouder. You contribute 1 monster, then target 1 Cyberverse monster in your graveyard to special summon it. You can only use this effect of Ram Cloud once per turn. And then we move on to our new other Link monsters, which are really, really cool as well. So you've got Honeybot. Probably not going to be used as much in as a generic, because it requires 2 Cyberverse monsters. Near player can target monsters this card points to with card effects, and those monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. Very, very nice. And then the one we're probably all going to be using at 2 to maybe 3, depending on what type of deck you're playing at this moment in time, is Link Spider. So it's nice we've got this in a holo as well. 1 normal monster, and once per turn you special summon 1 level 4 or lower normal monster from your hand to the zone this card points to. So the best thing about this is, with Gofu, you go into Gofu, you use your tokens to get into your Link Spiders, and your Link Spiders to get into Decode Talker. So that's kind of like your 1 card Decode Talker. Anyway, now let's get around the rest of the deck. So we got a Bitron. So this is just your vanilla, used for the effects of Link Spider. Now, as you can see, it's kind of like a more of a sandier look as well. So it looks like they might be changing up the colours of the card, or it's just the one I got. Draconect. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 level 2 or lower normal monster from your hand or deck in defense position. So he's kind of nice to help get you out your Bitrons to then go into Link Spiders. And then we've got a reprint of Galaxy Serpent, Mystical Shell Dragon, Beast King Baphoros, Cyber Dragon, Photon Thrasher, Exeron Universe, Evil Swarm Mandagora, Marauding Captain, Sangan, always nice to get that, Curry Bandit, Marshmelon, Karkar D, Riku Lightsworn Hunter, Battle Fader, Swift Scarecrow, Effect Veiler. That's a nice reprint to get, you know. It's not used as much in today's game, but it's still a very, very good reprint to get. Cynet Universe. All in monsters you control gain 300 attack. Once per turn, you can target one monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck. If this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, send all monsters in the extra monster zone to the graveyard. Monster Reincarnation, Dark Hole, can never get too many of those. Mystical Space Typhoon, Book of Moon, Forbidden Lance, United We Stand, Pot of Duality, Burden of the Mighty, Supply Quad, not a bad reprint. Terraforming, it looks like they're giving terraforms with every deck these days, which is probably right so. Jar of Avarice, Call of the Haunted, Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute, Ring of Destruction, Bottomless Trap Hole, Compulse, Phoenix Chain, and Dark Bribe. So as you can see, it's not heavy with new monsters, because I mean, or new cards in that effect. So that's all reprints. That's all reprints. And that's all reprints. So this small bunch here, believe it or not, it's pretty much all you get, which is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards, new cards. And of those 8 cards, you probably, unless you're going to be playing Cyverse, Link Slayer's pretty good, Decode Talker you're going to want, and Link Spider. They're probably the main 3 cards you need. But nonetheless, this is the ushering of a new age. You kind of feel like you should be getting the first one. Some of the reprints aren't bad, don't get me wrong. Like an Effect Veil, like I said, is quite good to get a reprint of. But the rest, maybe not so much worth investing heavily in. But yeah, certainly getting one deck is more than enough for now, and then picking up the rest as singles. Anyway, that's it. Very straightforward, very simple. Standard link structure box opening. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Until next time, guys. See ya.